Hey everybody, Aaron here. Welcome back to another anime review. Today we look at 18if, episode 8. So, I'm not going to say anything bad about this week's episode per se, but at the same time, it wasn't that great. You know, it wasn't that it falls right in the middle ground. It's not bad, but at the same time, it's far from good. So, mediocre probably would be the best word for this situation. So, at first we think that Haruto has to deal with not one, but two girls, two witches. And it seems like he might have his work cut out for him because one of them is this hard rock girl who seems to be edgy and doesn't have anyone that really believes in her or will listen to her, really hear the words that she's trying to emit. And then meanwhile, after a weird transition effect of Haruto walking away then getting hit by a car, which was so weird, oh my god, he meets the other witch who's, for the most part, seems like she's mute. She's talking, but he can't hear her. So he has to figure out a way of mending it so it's like, how do I talk to her, and at the same time, how do I talk to the other girl, because they both won't hear his words. And during this whole week's episode, which is the interesting thing in the art style, was that we saw all the words being said, you know, at least in Japanese text, we saw them on screen trying to represent, you know, the showing that, hey, this is words what they look like. You know, I got the purpose of that. I thought that was interesting in its own right, but I don't know, it's just that at the end of the day, I didn't really care for the story. It's more so that the girl just, you know, was always trying to tell people how she felt and what her thoughts were on life, and she couldn't do that. So what actually ended up happening was she split herself in two. So in the world, the dream world, she had her other self, which was the quiet self, the one that wasn't being heard, and then you have the edge rock lord that she's at, where that's the one that's trying to vocalize and be rambunctious and be out there and loud. You know, it's just that it's like, yeah, okay, cool, I get that, you know, I understand that feeling, you know, you want to be heard by people, but was there really any point to this week's episode? It just seemed like, I mean, if you think about it, in comparison to all the episodes we've had so far with these huge issues that our characters are facing, like, you know, the real world issues of things that people are facing, this one, yeah, it's also real world, because obviously this does happen to girls that want them, like, especially rockers, you know, that are girls who are kind of, I don't want to say emos, but they have a lot of emotions to them that they can't really convey to other people besides being in their music. It just had no, like, weight to it, if that makes any sense. And I'm sorry if that doesn't come to translation well, but it's just that this whole week's episode was not the best way of how I think they could have conveyed this episode. I think what it would have been better was having it where maybe she was getting bullied at school and her only output was to sing and to show off how her emotions were via that way, or maybe to have it where she was having family troubles and stuff like that. I mean, we get that she was having some kind of issues at home, maybe possibly, but we didn't really get the full gravity, and I think that was probably the biggest issue with this week's episode, is that we didn't get all the stuff that we needed to make it where we feel for this girl a little more. But it wasn't horrible. Like I said, it was a doable episode, and I enjoyed it for what it was. Anyways, I will talk to you guys later. I have nothing else to review today, guys and girls. Definitely go check out my Netflix Death Note live action review. You know, I had a lot to say about that movie, to say the least, and you'll definitely want to check it out. But I'll see you guys later, hopefully. God bless you all. Have a great, blessed day, everyone. If it's morning for you, have a great, blessed morning. And if it's night for you, have a great, blessed night. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye, everyone.